Now, so you want to be looking at these structural points. Okay. So somebody has surplus income to go shopping. That's a good no. That's something good to know. So has a lot of disposable income. Okay. uh, uh, well, yeah, in Egypt, I mean, this is it's quite interesting to me. I mean, I'm very proud. I'm very happy, to be honest with you. I've been jumping of joy. But anyway, we'll discuss politics in the break. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, man. I from there. Yeah, Mabruk, exactly. Thank God, yeah. Anyway, so let's look at the dollar yen. Now, the dollar yen is one of our key currencies that we need to be looking at, and it has been now doing exactly the same shape that you can see here that has been appearing in the dollar index. If you look at this kind of triangle over here, it is identical to the pattern that we have in the dollar index. And of course, they are primarily the two major currencies, if you will. And as you can see, it is pretty much the same pattern that we have in the dollar index. And here is the dollar index I'm going to show you. And it is also the same pattern that we have in crude oil. And in the same pattern. So now we're having this. This is much bigger, but again, it is the same pattern that is followed after a big trend, and that is again quite important for us to identify. The structural point that we have is the 82.87, and what's fascinating is that on Thursday we broken above the 82.87. We created a quite a big range day, and yet the following Friday we pushed higher and we closed at 83.41, again above that. This is a very powerful close for the dollar yen, and again it confirms the picture that we have seen in the indices, that the dollar is strengthening and the yen is weakening. And now we can expect that we have an easy trade over here. The daily high of yesterday is the 36, so that gives us an easy sell signal, a very inexpensive sell signal. 83.20. So right there, by looking at this, I want to be buyer of the dollar yen, and I'm looking for it to go to test, because there is nothing here but air. So I'm looking for it to go to test the 84.40, and this now is the major structural point. If it breaks above the 84.40, then we're probably going to have a major trend reversal in the dollar yen. So we have no reason to sell the dollar unless it trades below the 83.21. And I'm going to look at this again. This is the intraday chart. This is magnificent. It is pushing higher. I mean, this thing is doing a very nice stair stepping all the way to the upside, and it is holding right there, closing the week at 83.41. So we have picked, or I have picked a selling point of the 83.21. And we put these numbers here so that we can see what are so this is my selling point. And as you can see, guys, this is again, it is, if I'm looking at this here, you have a minor structure, but on the safe side, to be on the safe side, to go short below the 83.21. So as long as the dollar yen is above 83.21, you do not want to go short. You will only go short below 83.21. You're going to place your stop, the short stop, above 83.40. So this is your short stop above 83.40, and we are going to buy it above 83.60. This is going to be our buy above 83.60, and if we buy it above 83.60, I am still going to use the same stop as below the 83.36. So I'm risking 24 pips on the upside and about 16 or 17 pips on the downside. So let us populate the radar screen. You guys now who are watching for the first time, our buy point, this is the long point. This means this is where we are going to be buyers. So we are going to buy, let me move it. As you see here, I said I'm going to buy above 83.60. So my buying point is, we were buying it last week from 82.30. So this week you're already up 120 pips on that trade. So now we're going to change that, and we're going to be buying from above 83.60. And if we do buy it at 83.60, I'm placing my stop below 83. This is the long stop. I'm placing it below 83.36, right below this. And if I'm going to go short, I'm going to go short below 83.20, and if I do, I'm placing my stop above 83.36. I'm using the same stop for either long or short positions, and my structure long to the upside now is the 84.40, and my structure short now has become the 82.87, and these guys are the strong selling points. Okay, so the dollar yen, we are going to be buyers of the dollar yen above 83.86, and if we do, our structure long is 84.40. So we have about another 80 points before we get to the second major structural point. And if we buy it at 83.60, I'm going to place my stop 83.36, so about 24 pips away. I will only go short if it trades below 83.20. Anywhere above 83.20 is not a short. And if I short it, my stop is 83.36, so I'm risking 16 pips on that trade, or 15 pips, which is again a low risk trade because I'm taking a counter trend move. And my structure short to the downside is 82.87. And of course the structure long and the structure short are the strong selling points. Okay, so that is the dollar yen.